What's cracking, folks? Is I, CFK Kuro, here to bring you some more TEW 2016 WCW. It lives again. Tonight on Monday Nitro, we have 2 title matches and plenty more in store. To open the show, we have the Young Dragons taking on local talent. We have Taka Michinoku taking on Jamie Noble in Cruiserweight action. We have a hardcore championship match between Bryan Adams and Fit Finlay. We have Rey Mysterio teaming up with the Misfits in Action, Hugh Morris and Lash LaRoe, against Chavo Guerrero, Shane Douglas, and Hernandez. And our main event for the night, we have Pride and Envy taking on Animal and Above Average in a tag team championship match. Stay tuned for this week's episode of Monday Nitro. Alrighty, so the show opens up with Eric Bischoff and Jay Marr in the ring, welcoming everybody to Monday Nitro. Before he gets too far, though, Jeff Jarrett comes out for the interruption. Jeff is upset that he doesn't have a match tonight. He didn't have a match last week, and from what he's heard, he doesn't have a match next week. He's like, Bischoff, I am the chosen one, alright? I'm much better than all these slapnuts that you got on your show. If you're trying to make money, you put me on the front. And Eric's like, actually, about that, I actually have an announcement to make. WCW has made surging profits for the first time in, hell, a decade. And to celebrate, we will have our contract signing for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match a lot earlier than we normally would. So, tonight, contract signing between Shamrock, Page, and Wrath. Jeff, I don't have anything for you to do. Get lost. It's just simple as that. Alright, and about to have subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Young Dragons defeated local talents Jay Lethal and Casey James in 348 when Kaz Hayashi defeated Jay Lethal by pinfall with the Sekai Ichi. Casey was a scrub. Jay Lethal's getting better. Afterwards, Kaz and Young cut a promo where Kaz is mostly yelling in Japanese and Young is translating. Kind of. He's saying basically that we're sick and tired of all these filthy, petty Americans ruining our time in the spotlight. We need to reassert the fact that Japan is number one. Nihon wa Sekai Ichi. So if you aren't Japanese, you have a problem. We have a problem. And Kimona's kind of just like there. She's like, I'm Korean. Just remember, I'm Korean. Okay? It doesn't go anywhere right now. Right now. But it will. Backstage, Conan and BG James are walking into their locker room when they find that the place is absolutely trashed. There's graffiti on the walls that say, Primetime and Romeo were here. Losers. Or wanksters. Or, I don't know. Basically. Conan and BG James are very upset about this. Of course. We head to the ring where we have Jay Marr having a sit-down interview with Booker T and Ted DiBiase. A heavily securitied interview of sorts, where Jay Marr basically asks, DiBiase, why have you decided to torment Booker T, of all people? And DiBiase more or less says, it's nothing personal, Booker. It's just that when I arrived, you were the World Heavyweight Champion, and if I want to make a statement, if I want to boost the media coverage of my own clients, it makes sense for them to attack the biggest spotlight. It's not my fault that since then you have fallen considerably. Perhaps you weren't the star that you thought you were all along. And Booker T starts to get upset. He's like, listen here, sucker. Sucker! Look, I don't care that you thought that it was a good idea to attack me. Alright? I don't care that you think that pulling up all your clients is going to stop me from getting what I want. Alright? And I don't want none of your pity. I don't want none of your sympathy, because you ain't getting none from me when I whoop all your clients as punk asses. And then, ooh, DiBiase, you better be glad that you're not an active competitor. Because if you were, I'd knock the taste out your mouth. All right. And if I ever catch you in the streets, you're going to get knocked out, sucker. And DiBiase says some offhand remark that I'm not going to say could come off as racist, but it really did come off as racist. Booker T gets up, right? Gets directly in DiBiase's face. Security starts to push him back. And then the $1 Million Corporation comes out from the back. Shamrock, Julio, Mamluke, Palumbo, and Maritato. They come out and lay the boots to Booker while Jamar kind of just runs away. At the end, DiBiase stands over the nearly unconscious Booker T and says, remember, Booker, money can buy happiness. And unfortunately for you, money can buy the misery of others as well. Good luck next week against the FBI. And that's that segment. And about that had good wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Taka Michinoku defeated Jamie Noble in 10:52 by pinfall with a Michinoku driver. Greed was at the announcing desk. He was weak at the announce desk. He was watching the match. First things first, we have a new backstage interviewer, Lillian Garcia. She introduces herself, and she introduces her interviewee, Lance Storm. She asked Lance about his match last week against Sting, how it felt to come up short once again. And Lance is like, this is a terrible feeling that I do not want to experience any further. I need to focus down. I need to get serious. I need to get really serious, because this is serious. All right. This Thursday night on Thunder, I have a match against Disco Inferno. I'll make sure to set an example, to hone in what it is that I am looking to do. I will take him apart limb from limb with the utmost, most technical wrestling possible. And then I'm going to aim my sights even higher for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, if you excuse me, I have some training to do. Oh, this is the wrong spot. Pretend this doesn't happen right now. This happens in a couple seconds. And about that good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Bryan Adams defeated Finlay in 8:59 by pinfall with a handful of tights. No. Defeats Finlay by pinfall. During the match, Sabu came out with a steel chair and swings to try to hit Bryan Adams, but actually misses and hit Finlay. Bryan Adams hits Sabu with a chokeslam and then pins Finlay for the 1-2-3. And then after the match, Bryan Adams tries to go on to beating up the fallen Sabu, who counters and hits him with the DDT onto the chairs. And then as he's getting up, Finlay decks him with a shillelagh out of nowhere, right? It then stomps on both Sabu and Bryan Adams. Interesting turn of events. Alright. Now we have Lillian Garcia interviewing Jeff Jarrett. Jeff says that he knows that Bischoff is just afraid to allow his brightest star to shine. He knows that he's treasuring the little whack nut job slap nuts known as Wrath and those evil weirdos, because they bring in ratings. Well, I bring in the real ratings, right? Because I'm the chosen one. Listen, listen. He pulls out his guitar. Listen to my music. Starts playing guitar for a second. But Lillian Garcia kind of just walks off. And Jeff Jarrett's like, listen to me! Listen to me! Backstage, we have a little mini segment of lust, gluttony, and sloth. They're in, I don't know where they're in the dark room, but it's more or less lit up because Wrath, Pride, Envy, and Greed aren't there. The actual hitters of the group, not the scrubs, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Sloth is just lounging about, doing nothing. Gluttony is busy hitting himself with the crowbar, trying to, I don't know what he's doing. It's just such a weirdo. And Lust is just sitting there, disappointed. She's like, I wish Pride were here. Turns around, like, I need to get out of here away from you losers, right? And Sloth's just like, whatever. And Gluttony's like, ooh, that hurt. Call me loser again. That felt good. Lust is like, I'm out of here. I wonder if there's anything I can find to do around here. Rey Mysterio, Hugh Morris, and Lash LaRoe are getting ready for their match tonight against Chavo, Hernandez, and Shane Douglas. In a decent match, Chavo Guerrero Jr., Shane Douglas, and Hernandez defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. and the Misfits in action in 8:41 when Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeated Lash LaRoe by pinfall, this time illegally using the rope for leverage. During the match, we had James Storm and Chris Harris come out to distract the Misfits in action, which causes Lash LaRoe to take his eyes off of the match and allows Chavo to get the quick roll-up. Hernandez is a scrub. Things we knew for 8,000. Ooh. Afterwards, Hugh Morris runs out to catch James Storm and Chris Harris, leaving Rey Mysterio and an unconscious, or not unconscious, Lash runs out too, leaving Rey Mysterio by himself, where he gets the snot busted out of him by the group. Yep. And in another interview, Lillian Garcia is interviewing Mark Jindrak. Asked Jindrak, where has he been the last few months since WCW has returned to air? He says he was busy working on the perfection known as his physical body. Right? And he decided that now is a great time to look for some gold to add to this perfect waist. So, this Thursday I'm challenging CM Punk for his television championship. And it's going to be a clean and quick victory. Out comes Ernest the Cat Miller. He's like, hey, Mark, I don't appreciate what you did to me last week after our match. And Ginger's like, who are you? Oh, right, Ernest. I beat you last week. Look, I recommend that if you don't want to get hurt, you walk away now and never approach me like that again. Watch your tone. And Ernest is like, no, not happening. I'm a cool cat. You don't talk back to a cool cat like that, all right? Watch yourself. And they get into each other's faces before Lillian Garcia kind of like, take it back to you, announced table team, Tony. And nope, not true, because it goes to Flair, Paris, and Styles. Basically saying they're going to be watching the main event tonight. It's important to see who they're facing at the pay-per-view. A little video played showing, not video playing, a little image playing to show that Mysterio versus Guerrero for the U.S. Championship match will be happening next week on Nitro. And then in a decent match, Pride and Envy defeated Animal and Above Average in 14:49 when Pride defeated Mike Sanders by pinfall with a sin and punishment. Pride and Envy makes defense number 4 of their WCW World Tag Team titles. Envy was head and shoulders above everyone else. Pride was next then and Above Average. That was good enough for a main event in this current era of WCW. After the match, oh, was this like Pride and Envy were going to proceed to put the boots on Mike Sanderson above, and not above, an Animal. But Hawk makes a, blah, wait a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hawk makes a surprise save, and Pride and Envy leave the ring, right? Hawk looks at Animal and go for an embrace, right? And then he turns to Mike Sanders and chokeslams him. What? Animal then Hawk stares at Animal and then walks away. That's, okay. I guess Hawk's upset about Animal having a new tag team partner. Ooh, goddamn Gucci mother. Ooh. Contract signing. Wrath, Page, and Shamrock, with Bischoff being the negotiator. Not the negotiator, but the one running it. And Shamrock is accompanied by Maritato because DiBiase was busy earlier in the night and has decided to leave early. And Pride and Envy accompanied Wrath because Pride and Envy always accompany Wrath, more or less. They're his right and left hand man. The signing goes fairly straightforward. Wrath talks about how evil is this, evil is that, yada, 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 the strongest in the world. Darkness shall overconsume you all. No one can stop evil. No one can start darkness. The 7 deadly sins are here. There's no stopping the age of the apocalypse, yada, yada, yada. Diamond Dallas Page does his normal stick of, look, I'm the people's champ, Wrath. You beat me before, you beat me, but guess what? I keep getting up because it's not about me. It's about what the people want, and the people don't want you as their WCW World Heavyweight Champion. They want the people's champion. And as long as every time I come out into this ring, the people cheer and they holler and they shout my name, I will keep coming back for what I know I deserve and I know that the people deserve. And that's a real champion. Not you. Not a fake menace. Or something along the lines of that. And Shamrock keeps it very straightforward. He's like, look, I'm here for the belt. And that's it. I'm not here for whatever you believe in, Paige. Okay? And I'm not here for your evil nonsense, Wrath. I'm straightforward. I'm going to defeat one of you, and I will walk out with the World Heavyweight Championship and a bag full of money. Alright. So that's all going good. And then, shoot, what happens next? Then Paige and Shamrock kind of escalates on how they're going to beat Wrath or whatever. It's like Paige's like, I'm going to hit you with one diamond cutter for the 1, 2, 3. This will be over. And Shamrock's like, I'm going to put you in an ankle lock and you will submit or I'll break your ankle, yada, yada, yada. Keep on upstaging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Until Wrath is like, alright, listen here. I'm in a good mood today. So I won't have I will not have Pride and Envy destroy you and tear you from limb to limb right now. But next week, Bischoff, book this match. Pride and Envy versus Shamrock and Paige. Alright. Let's see if you can survive them before you even deserve a chance to survive my wrath. Something along the lines of that. I didn't plan that promo out so well. But that's it. Bischoff books the match next week. Yada, yada, yada. Pride and Envy. That's a great match. 82 up in 25. What's my main event? So that's my main event. That looks like it's more of a main event than that. But I want to start setting precedents. All right. Nitro 1489. AJ's a Styles is a star. Hernandez doesn't get it. Chris Harris can't sell. Maritato's turned into a good worker. Dietrich can't sell worth a damn. Kid needs to learn how to work. Well then. Sabu is too clumsy. He's going to hurt somebody. And Sabu doesn't connect with the fans. Shamrock, you don't connect with the fans. Alright. we'll be back with Thursday Night Thunder. Alright, we are back with Thunder. The show starts with the live crew defeating Jay Lethal and Nigel McGuinness, two local talent, in 436 when BG James defeated Jay Lethal by pinfall with a crew cut. In terms of in-ring work, Conan was a killer, Lethal was a scrub-a-dub-dub, chilling in the tub. After the match, BG James and Conan cut a promo on Eagle Skipper and Romeo, who then come out to the ring with a mic as well. BG James and Conan basically like, come on, let's do this right now. And Skip and Romeo like, we don't have time to deal with a bunch of fake gangsters like y'all. Y'all ain't real. Y'all ain't hard. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all don't know what it is, what it do, or what it be, brother. I don't know why I said it like that. That's basically it. They basically declined their challenge. And about that, had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Gluttony defeated Sabu in 7:02 by submission after Bryan Adams laid Sabu out with a devastating clothesline. Backstage, Lillian Garcia is interviewing the recently returned Hawk. Hawk says, she asked him why did he attack Mike Sanders on Monday Nitro. He says while he was gone, dealing with some personal issues, he expected that his tag team partner would have found someone to replace him temporarily, someone worthy. Well, I find out that not only did my useless tag team partner not even find a decent replacement, he finds an awful replacement. Mike Sanders replaced me. I was the better Road Warrior. I've always been the better Road Warrior. And Animal needed to find someone that could carry him through some tag team matches. Well, Mike Sanders isn't that guy. And you know what, Animal? I appreciate you. You've been my tag team partner for a long time. We've been all around the world together, right? And I will gladly accept you being my tag team partner again to go back to old times. But first, you have to get rid of the dead weight. Ooh. In a decent match, Punk defeated Jindrak in 8:58 by countout. Punk did a cross armbar over the ropes. Jindrak fell down, and as he was getting up, Ernest Cat Miller came out and distracted him, allowing Punk to get the 10 count. Jindrak and Punk do not click. That could be a problem in like a year, but not now. Punk got a bruised buttock. Lillian Garcia is interviewing Greed about Taka Michinoku. She says that Taka Michinoku has decided to use his rematch clause, his one-on-one rematch clause against Greed at Sin. What are your feelings on this? Greed's basically like, I've beaten Taka before. Sure, you could say it was a fluke that I was in a ladder match, but I've always been better than him, right? And Taka, he's still upset I took out his poor buddy Helms. Pfft, who cares about that guy? Really, the only thing that matters is that I have this gold, and there's plenty more where this came from. And in the main event, in a decent match, Lance Storm defeated Disco Inferno in 12:19 by a pinfall with a Canadian maple leaf. But afterwards, he doesn't let go. He keeps it applied. He keeps it applied until Disco Inferno is unconscious. And even then, he's just locked it in, and the refs are trying to get him off of him, and the security tries to come off, get him off of him. It's not until Alex Wright comes down and lands Lance Storm with a super kick to the face that he gets off him. But Lance just rolls out the ring and kind of celebrates outside the ring of his victory. And that's right. Not enough attractive females. Alright. What is this? Punk has been injured. He'll be fine. Punk. Physical. No signs of fatigue. Totally fine. And Thunder got a 1.7. All right. Now, it is the end of the year. So I will show the end of the year awards. And we'll see how WCW. What is this? Is a contract extension? Pay raise. Ooh, I'll give this 75%. That is a lot, though, brother. But you're worth it. Also, check out my developmental territory. Doing pretty decently. They had one of their weekly episodes. They're putting a lot of angles out now. A lot of short matches. But, yeah, man. Looking good. Chris Bola defeated Onyx. Otto Schwann defeated Apocalypse. Samoa Joe defeated Shawn Spears. Trent Acid defeated Jimmy Rave. Oh, to win the Cruiserweight Championship. Cool. Dalip Singh defeated Ken Anderson. And our main event, Chris Hero defeated Flair to retain. Wait, when did Hero win the championship? He just won a few weeks ago. I did not notice that. Does that mean who had the belt? Shannon Moore had the belt. Trent Acid went cruiserweight. Yada yada. All right. One more time. All right. Did I do one more? What? When are the end of the year awards? Oh, it's not the last day. Cade and Bloom on the rise. WF are still hiring people for some reason. New Year's Eve. Ichimai. Come on. We are now in 2002. Wrestler of the Year. Third time for Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, wait. He's still tag team champion. Like, what's the deal? He defeated Goldberg and Angle at Armageddon. Two-man power trip defeated X Factor. Defeated The Rock, Jeff, and Big Show on a Raw for the belt. Beat The Rock. Drew with The Rock. Only 4 losses. And those losses, I'm going to assume, lost The Rock by DQ. Where are his losses? I don't know. But dang. Still tag team champion. Company of the Year, WWF for the 6th time. And Team of the Year, two-man power trip. And Match of the Year, two-man power trip versus Brother Destruction in October Raw. And Show of the Year, SummerSlam. And Young Wrestler of the Year, Takeshi Morishima with Noah. Veteran of the Year, Tatsumi Fujinami. Female of the Year, Kyoko Inoue. Independent of the Year, Violet J. Independent Wrestler of the Year, what? Manager of the Year. Alright. Bearer, Announcer of the Year. Ross, Commentator, Dusty! Yay, got an award. Color Commentator of the Year, Ref of the Year. Kyohei Wada is Mick Stang. New Japan. Oh, Scott Hall is leaving New Japan. That's interesting. I'm not bringing him in. Nope, not bringing him in at all. Not bringing him in. Not bringing him in. Nope. Anything else? Super Delphin leaving Michinoku Pro. Interesting. Jerry Lynn is leaving the E. Solid cruiserweight. A good cruiserweight, actually. A very good cruiserweight. Huh. What's the popularity? Oh, his popularity is good. It'd be a mid-card for us instantly. That's interesting. China staying. UPW. Michinoku Pro. Geez, a lot of stuff happened at the beginning of the year. Big Dick Dudley. All right, and what do you have to say? Helms is back. Taka's contract is up. New Japan made him an offer, but Taka's still a freelancer, and I can't just re-sign him. If I could just re-sign him, I would. Yeah. Which is fine, because there will be something else happening soon. We made $1 million, $1.5 million. We've made about $1.5 million every month. We are the second biggest company in the world. Helms is back. Recommended push. Made Carter. Alright, back from his injury. And I believe that is everything important. So thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, it will be the first Nitro of 2002. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.